This is going to be a good one. In this video, we're going to look at the strategy of trading under 2.5 goals on Betfair and also using insurance. This is the video that many people have asked me to do, and I'll be showing you the strategy step by step alongside some real life demonstrations too. Go grab a nice cold beer or a strong coffee and let's get into it. Trading under 2.5 goals on Betfair is a subject we have covered extensively on this channel before, so I'm not going to teach it in full again. However, this chart should show you exactly what we're looking for those who are new to this. So if we back under 2.5 goals, we know that the odds will tick down as long as there are no goals scored, and we can lock in a profit by trading out. Back high, lay low, and we know the direction that this price is going to move. So it's a very good beginner's method and a way of trading that many pros still use to this very day. However, of course, the big problem is if a goal goes in, okay, then this price doesn't tick down like you can see in this particular match here. Okay, the price will tick down as long as there's no goal scored, but if there is a goal scored, it will move against you pretty dramatically, and if there are 2 goals scored, then it's going to move against you even worse. 3 goals scored, then you lose your whole stake. So those are the risks with trading under 2.5 goals, and that is the big problem that many have. Hence why we're going to be looking at some sort of insurance in this video today. But anyway, if for most people who trade under 2.5 goals, they generally looking to stay in for the first 10 minutes of the match. Okay, that seems to be one of the go-to strategies for many, especially many beginners who are trading under 2.5 goals. It is about staying in for the first 10 minutes, and if we can get through that first 10 minutes with no goal, then you could probably lock in around a 10% profit of your stake. So if you use £100, you can probably lock in around £10 if you can get through that first 10 minutes without a goal being scored. But if a goal does go in, then you're looking at taking a 40% loss of your stake. Okay, so it's not a great risk-reward ratio as it is. I mean, you are going to get a lot of wins with it because goals in the first 10 minutes is a fairly rare occurrence. But obviously that loss of 40% is a pretty hard loss for some people to handle. And then, yeah, you're going to need 4 wins on the bounce to try and make up 1 loss. So you could accept the risk-reward ratio and try and beat it, or you could try a more sophisticated strategy when it comes to trading under 2.5 goals. So I know I have my own way of trading under 2.5 goals, but I do have many of you guys, especially on YouTube, contacting me to suggest ways of using insurance as a way to insure against the early goal happening, because for many that is the problem, right? It is that goal in the first 10 minutes, and if there can be a way to insure against that, then surely everything is great and we've got a winning strategy. Well, anyway, we're going to investigate it more in this video, but here is the strategy which has been floating around. It's been floating around for a very long time. There's nothing overly exclusive about it. I don't even think anyone has even tried to sell this strategy, so I don't think I'm breaking any sort of copyright. But here is the strategy where you're going to use under 2.5 goals and you're going to use insurance at the same time. So step 1 would be like we covered. Okay, we're going to back under 2.5 goals at kickoff, and then we're going to head to a market not many have checked out, and that is the time of first goal market, and we're going to back 0 to 10 minutes. Okay, and we're going to stake it in a way so that if there is a goal in that first 10 minutes, it's going to cover the potential losses we would have to take on the under 2.5 goals market. Okay, so remember, if we're going to lose like let me just go back, if we're going to lose like 40% of our stake, so we'd want to back time of first goal to try and make 40% of that profit if there is that goal in the first 10 minutes, okay? So we would want to back enough to, if we're using a £100 stake, we'd want to back enough on the time of first goal market so that we could win £40 if there is that early goal, and then our insurance kicks in, and then we take no loss, okay, if there is an early goal, all right? And so here are the different scenarios that could happen when we're using the under 2.5 goals with this insurance, okay? So no goal by minute 10, we cash out on the under 2.5 goals market, and we take the profit on the under 2.5 goals market. We're obviously going to lose our money that we put in on the time of first goal market, but if we can make a bigger profit on the 2.5 goals market, then that's great, okay? We've made our money. If there is any goal in that first 0 to 10 minutes, then the insurance pays out and covers us, okay? So looking at this, it sounds great, right? It really, really does sound good, and it does sound like we're getting close to this, some sort of guaranteed profit, because if this can work, we could be in a position where we're going to guarantee a profit every time we make it through the first 10 minutes with no goal, almost like the slicer strategy video that I did recently. Check that one out if you missed it. It was a good one. But yeah, this sounds good on paper, but then so do most strategies, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into some live demonstrations and actually show you this strategy so you can see how it works. You can see the possibilities, you can see the upside, but you can also see the downside at the same time, okay? So let's go check that out. But before we do, if you like this sort of video, you like the concept of sports trading and trading on Betfair, click the like button. These videos do take a lot of time and research to make. So if you like them, find them useful, please click the like button to show your support. And also, while you're there, if you really, really do like the content, also click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get all the new videos straight away and you do not miss a thing. Okay, is that done? Once that's done, let's dive into these real life examples, trading under 2.5 goals with insurance. Arsenal against Crystal Palace in this one. So we're going to try it on this match. 1.7 million matched on the match odds. This is a Premier League match, so this is pretty much as good as it gets for the liquidity. However, let's take a look at the liquidity in the time of first goal market, okay? £1,400 matched, and there's only £81 available for us to back, which kind of shows you the limitations of this sort of approach. But anyway, we can see the under 2.5 goals here is 2.04, so let's just get involved in the market. So we're going to use a £100 stake. So if we're assuming that our loss is going to be around 40%, of course it could be higher, but we're just trying to keep this as simple as possible. So if we're assuming our loss is going to be 40%, if we are caught out by a goal in that first 10 minutes, then our loss is going to be £40. So we need to try and make £40 to cover in this market here, okay? And already it's looking tricky. Let me see if I can just get £10 matched 5.1. There's only £9 available. And, well, got £1 in the market. I'll click on keep. Maybe that'll just get taken when the match begins. Who knows? Or, do you know what? To keep it more simple for you guys, let me just change it and we'll just match it there at 5, okay? So anyway, now you can see that if a goal goes in that first 1 to 10 minutes, we're going to make that £40 instantly. We are then obviously going to head to the 2.5 goals market and exit and lock in the loss. So then we're covered and we break even. However, if we can make and lock in more than £10 of profit on the under 2.5 goals in the first 10 minutes, then we're in profit. So we're covered if an early goal goes in. It's just a matter of can we make enough movement on the under 2.5 goals market, because this price is going to start to tick downwards. Can we make enough movement to make more than the £10 that we're going to lose in the time of first goal market? Okay, hopefully that's explained well enough. Let's see what happens next. So I'm just following the Arsenal Crystal Palace match, and we are just entering the 10th minute now. So we're going to have to exit out of the market because now we're at risk. If a goal goes in, we're no longer protected by the insurance, okay? So let's exit this out, and then we can kind of have a look and assess this, okay? So let's have a look at, so we've got £12.71 locked in, and of course now that £10 on this market is now well, it's gone, right? So So you can kind of see, I mean, well, it's kind of worked. It's not a huge margin. I mean, we've lost £10 here, we've made £12 here, so it's like a £2 profit. So you can kind of see how it can work. And obviously, maybe in other matches and other situations, maybe it might move a little bit quicker, you know, depending on how fast the start is or how slow the start is as well. But you can definitely see there is a tiny bit of potential. Obviously, big problem is the liquidity. We could barely get on the £10. So even if there is an edge in it, it's not really something you're going to be scaling up. So quick example there, that's Arsenal against Crystal Palace. So I've set it up in this match here, Real Madrid against Atheltic Bilbao, 700k matched on the match odds market. So you'd expect that this is, you know, is almost as good as it gets, okay, for the type of opportunities. But let me show you the time of first goal market, £135 match. So it kind of shows you how limited we are with opportunities on this one. So anyway, I've already backed 1 to 10 minutes with £8.80 at 5.6. If I was patient, I could have got 5.7. But anyway, it is just about to kick off. And so the idea is, if I show you the under 2.5 goals market, okay, well, I backed that at 1.88 and it's already moved in a little bit, so there's a bit of a head start. But the idea is that if we can lock in more than £8.80, okay, then we're going to be making a profit on this one. So let's see what happens. It's just about to kick off and I'll give you an update very shortly. So I was slow to press record on this one. It's actually creeped into the 11th minute. But that doesn't matter because I'm going to show you something very interesting here. Remember, we wanted to try and make more than £8.80 in order to profit on this match, Real Madrid against Athletic Bilbao. Let's have a look at the under 2.5 goals market and see how much has been made in that time we've been in the market. So barely around £6. And we'd better actually exit because we are now well, now we're exposed because the insurance won't cover us. So, I mean, I can see why it's been a pretty fast start from Real Madrid, as you would expect in a Real Madrid match. So that is obviously something to be aware of if you're going to try and attempt something like this, is that, yeah, if a team starts really fast, then these odds don't move down too fast with them, okay? As you can see, it was pretty static, definitely for the first 5 minutes as well. And if they start really fast, I mean, sometimes you can even see the odds drift up a little bit depending on the starting price. Definitely seen that happen more in recent years. So there kind of shows you the flaw with using the insurance. We used the insurance on this one and, well, we lost £8.80 there and we've made £6 on this one, so we've actually ended up losing £1. So it does make you wonder, is it really even worth using the insurance? If we weren't using the insurance, we could have stayed in, we could have seen that slow start, we could have just exited out and just said, hey, and we're done with this. But once you've applied that insurance, you're trying to make back that insurance money. Otherwise, you are going to be potentially losing double bubble. So anyway, just again, another example. And again, it kind of highlights the low liquidity, 473 matched as well. So just another example for you there. So I hope you enjoyed checking it out, and you can kind of see there is a little bit of potential in there, but you can also kind of see why someone like myself wouldn't be using insurance strategies like that when I'm trading the under 2.5 goals market. But if you want to see the football trading strategies that actually do work, then do check out my free football trading strategy session class. Click the link in the description. In there, I give you a quick sneak peek at all the football trading strategies that are currently working for me and working for my members, including how I trade the under 2.5 goals market, alongside real life demonstrations, including of those trades you can see on the screen right now. So just click the link in the description of this video. It is absolutely free to check out, but it is not available on YouTube, okay? So you have to check out the link in the description if you want to see more of that and to learn more. Definitely take a look. But as you've seen, so there is some potential, okay, with this, with using the under 2.5 goals and using the time of first goal market as insurance. However, as you saw, the main big problem, it is the liquidity. It is the amount of money that's available in the time of first goal market. There's plenty of money in the under 2.5 goal market, but not so much in the time of first goal market. So now if there was more money available in that market, then you never know, I might actually spend some more time trying to carve an edge out, as I do think there could be something there. And I do think in particular matches, you could find a little bit of a, dare I say, inefficiency between those two markets. You might find that the unders can move a little bit quicker than expected, and there could be an edge in there. But as it stands, it's not really worth it for myself or anyone who's going to be trading with stakes above 3 figures, as you could see. If there was more money in the market, you're going to also then get better prices on the time of first goal as well, which would make it even more worth doing. However, as it stands, it's probably only suited to those who use smaller stakes, who might want to experiment with this. But I mean, you guys tell me in the comments. It's always good to hear what you guys think, and there are some really clever people who watch the videos on this channel, and I expect you are one of them. So tell me if you think there might be a better way of playing these markets against each other, or a better way of using insurance when trading under 2.5 goals. And if you've heard of a better way or another way of using insurance when trading under 2.5 goals, also let me know in the comments, because then we can make a video about it and check that out as well. Okay, so the comment section is there, and yeah, definitely do let me know about that. But here are just a couple of ideas for those who are kind of watching this, kind of thinking, I might want to give this a go and see what I can come up with. Okay, now one thing to check out, which I haven't explored myself yet, is to look at different bookmakers that offer the time of first goal market. Okay, maybe Bet365 probably a best option for that. I haven't quite explored that myself, but that could be worth a look, because those bookmakers might take bigger bets. However, I'm not sure if the odds would be quite as good as Betfair. However, it is worth taking a look. Some bookmakers do offer some more interesting and more exotic markets than Betfair, so it could be worth seeing what bookmakers offer, which could potentially cover you on a goal being scored in the first 10 minutes. And just another idea which came to mind, and I would love to try this if the liquidity was any better, but trying it in reverse. Okay, so trying everything you saw in the video, but in reverse. Okay, so the idea is that we want to avoid a goal in the first 10 minutes, and we're going to use the over 2.5 as insurance if that happens. Okay, so that would mean we then lay first goal, or time of first goal, 0 to 10 minutes. We're going to, instead of backing it, we lay it, and then we back over 2.5 goals as insurance to cover the potential loss if there is the goal in the first 10 minutes. And you're probably thinking, okay, why would you want to try that in reverse? Well, the advantage being that if the markets go static due to a fast start in the match, we can lock in a smaller loss than expected on over 2.5 goals once 10 minutes are up, and then we still win our lay. Okay, so that's something to think about, because that is something you do see happen a lot in the football markets during the first 10 minutes. If you get a fast start, then the markets can go static, and the over 2.5 goals market in some matches doesn't even move at all. So you might back over 2.5 goals at 1.8, and then by the 10th minute, it might still be 1.8, or it could be 1.85. And so we'll be taking a very minimal loss on the over 2.5 goals market, but then we've won our lay on the 0 to 10 minute time of first goal market. Okay, so that's something to think about, and I would definitely look more into that. But again, the limited liquidity available in this market is just not really very appealing to someone like myself, who is already has a pretty well-established set of strategies to trade with. Okay, so just some ideas to think about. That's what this channel is all about. And definitely, if you get any good ideas or anything you think is worth me looking at any further, definitely let me know in the comments. And if you are new to the world of football trading, there is a free deliverable. It's absolutely free to download. The link to this is in the description as well. It's the 7 steps to football trading success. It's a football trading success plan that's already helped thousands of people get on the right path toward making a second income from football trading. So if that is your aim, the link to this is in the description of this video. You enter your email address and we will send it right to you. Make sure you put in your correct email address. Otherwise, we can't send it to you, okay? And by the way, it's absolutely free, so you cannot go wrong. You can't go wrong when something's free, right? Anyway, hope you've enjoyed checking this video out. And if you want to see more videos along this same subject, there should be 2 more of these videos on the screen somewhere in the middle by now. So click on one of those 2 videos and check it out. Also, while you're here, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll get all future videos as soon as they come out, okay? So anyway, pick one of these 2 videos, click on them, and I will see you in the next video.